Thank you for watching a special episode of Tea with D, where tea time is me time. Today, I'm going to be spilling the tea with Jamie Allen. Where tea time is me time. Hi, Teabag Nation. It's yours truly, Tea with D, where tea time is me time. And today I have the privilege of interviewing Jamie from Real Life and Philanthropy. Hey, Jamie, what's up, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm booked and busy, but that pays the bills. Before we even get started, I just want to say I love your entire ensemble tonight. Like, look at that hat. Vogue. Yes. And who are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Just a little Nova fashion. Just a little Nova fashion men.
Okay. I'm here for it. I'm loving it. It. I've been watching you since season 1, and something that you mentioned on your bio and on your Instagram account is that you are the candy birth of your show. So, I can see elements. I can definitely see elements of candy in you because, you like to just stay in your lane. You like to, it's almost like I don't see you in any type of drama. But looking into this second season, she did a little switcheroo on us, you guys. I mean, I know I'm not the only one that's seen not both teasers, but also just the promo back in August that was released, which was all you. They said, let's give the children what they want. They want Jamie getting out of character. You guys are going to get it. You're going to get it. And, Real Life and Philanthropy just released on reallife.reality's Instagram account your bio. The second I saw or I got alerted, I was all up in it. So I'm like, where is this bitch from? Because, I'm from, I guess you can consider the South, but, a Southerner can, we can smell another Southerner from a mile away. Mm-hmm. But I knew that you were not originally from GA. Like, I'm just like, okay. It's because you're too nice. But no. So you are from Manhattan.
I am.
In New York, which is amazing. So what in the world brought you to the South?
Yeah, so a lot of things. I have family down here, but then also I went to school when I did my undergraduate degree. I was like, I don't want to stay in New York because most people I knew were going to NYU. And I'm like, don't want to do that. So I went to Savannah State University, which is in Savannah, 3 hours south or further south from Atlanta. And I was like, okay, this is not what I thought when I said I was going to move to the South. It's a lot slower than Atlanta or New York or any other bigger city. And then from then I went to grad school, did all that stuff. And then I wanted to go back to a city, but not Savannah. Like, so like a busier city.
No tea to Savannah.
Right. Whew. And so Atlanta was the next best place. And so I got a job in my field and I moved here and I've been here going on 5 years.
Yeah, so you are an educated queen. Come through. Giving us the Wendy vibes from Real Housewives of Potomac, talking about her 7 million degrees, honey. All right, so that definitely explains the transition from New York to Georgia. And do you visit New York often?
I at least try to go at least twice a year. Unfortunately, I haven't been in like 2 years due to like COVID. And so now things have been a lot more, well, they're beginning to lift a little bit in terms of traveling to New York. But I haven't been since the pandemic. And I plan on going back for Christmas and New Year's.
Okay, so that's coming. That's like right around the corner. And it's just in time for the premiere of the second season. Are you gonna have your family watch? You gonna have viewing parties?
I have to drop breadcrumbs. My sister, my youngest sister, she definitely watches. She's a fan of the show. I don't think she's told my mom.
Okay. I would be the same. I would be the same way. I mean, yes, it's like such an honor to be a part of a project you are in, but on the same time, it's just like, this is my life. And, you know, some things our parents should not see in daylight, you know what I mean? So I'm with you there. Now, it states that you enjoy photography. I do too. What type of photography are you into?
So in the past, before like the nonprofit sector and stuff like that, I was doing like visuals, like kind of standstill photography, like just solo camera. And I did that for about 2 or 3 years. Haven't touched the camera since, well, that's why I did some videography for a project recently, like last month. But that's the first time in a while that I've done that. And it's only because a friend knew me and knew that I used to do that. But yeah, before that, I haven't touched a camera since then, but I was pretty pleased with the work that I did previously. So it might be something I might want to dabble into, you know.
I was going to say, are you going to show any of that in this coming season?
So you won't see much of that. It's a slight like, hi, part of my life. It's not.
Here's
like
a camera. Bam.
Right. It's not like a hi, Jamie. He's a photographer. No. Okay. It's gonna be more Jamie. He's doing this project. He's behind the camera instead of in front of the camera, and yeah. And
now something that caught my attention is that you did create the No Netflix Just Chill Empowerment Group. Now, me and my crew, we are all about Netflix and chill, but your empowerment group says no Netflix and chill. So do you care to elaborate with what that group entails?
Yeah, so I literally just played off the wording of Netflix and chill. We know what that means. I think that's universal understanding. And so
you know what that means. Oh. Yeah, hold on.
And so that's a universal understanding. And so within my nonprofit, I wanted to create an empowerment group because early on, me coming out, empowerment groups are kind of what kind of shaped and molded the person who I am today, right? And so most of those empowerment groups are not so much Black, but like Black and brown men who identify as gay, bisexual, whatever. And it was just a place to kind of like let your hair down after work, after school, whatever you're going through, you know. We can talk about topics, you know, just kind of like in a more informal way. So I took that same module and that same formula and created No Netflix Just Chill. When I thought about the topic, I wanted to be something to be people be like, hold on, let me see what this is about. And so when I
marketing.
And so when I launched that, like my first group was a group of like 50 people. Because everybody, mind you, is new to Atlanta. There's about 50 people. We're in this small ass restaurant. And so I reserved a table for about 2. I reserved 2 tables. I ended up having to rent out the entire back end of the restaurant because it was just that many people. And so everybody came because they were like, what's No Netflix to Chill? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, now that I have you, this is No Netflix is Chill. We're an empowerment group for Black and brown men of color. This is more informal way for you. Just let your head out. We can talk about everything from finance to health to, you know, sneaky links, you know, to, you know, XYZ. If you want to deal with anything or you want to talk with anything, formal, not so formal, serious, not so serious, or if you just want to come to a place and chill out. No Netflix is here for you.
Is there an age limit?
So we start at 18 and then plus.
So this is for the adults, children. This is for the adults.
Yeah, I've had people as old as 45, and I think my recent eldest person was like 60.
Oh, okay.
And then I had somebody who was 18 and somebody who was like 17. But those are just, you know, kind of the age gaps. And it actually, fun fact, sparked my nonprofit. So my nonprofit was birthed out of my empowerment group. A lot of people don't know that. So
well, that's amazing. I mean, it's a great group to create, just because growing up, for me at least, there were so many different programs for teenagers. Although, you know, I've been out since I can remember. But it was just nice to kind of be surrounded by other teenagers that don't necessarily have the support that I had growing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could just extend that. So like P-Flag and Rose-Me, you know, those are great organizations for the children. But it's nice that you kind of rebranded your own thing for the adults, because hey, it's like there's some adults that don't come out until they're in their 30s or 40s or after they live their hetero life, you know, married with children. So it's great. I applaud you for that. Yes. Now, your philanthropy focus this season is community organizing and holistic health. Mm-hmm. So what can we expect this season with that? So
the first season was more of me like, oh, I'm working. I need to.
We can tell.
I have.
I don't have time for any of you hoes.
Yeah,
like none of you.
So that was more first season. Second season is more me. You'll see me being a lot more social. You know, I have encounters with different cast members. You see a more personal side of me, right? And so, but also, I didn't want to be that working girl this season, right? Mm-hmm. And so the community organization or the community mobilization comes in where I brought two friends on the show, and one of them, well, both of them are into nonprofits and stuff like that, but one of them specifically is on a journey of starting his nonprofit. And so him and a few others who are like in that direction, my form of like organization and mobilization is just showing them the ropes of like how I got started, right? And so just kind of not duplicating, but in a sense duplicating like the same formula that I took, but let it work for them. So organizing them to make sure, hey, do you know what a 501c3 is? Do you know how to take that? Like just getting them out there and getting them their feet wet. And then also I've been behind a lot of the more community projects that we do as a group. Because it was a lot of flack about last year we didn't do, or more philanthropy should have been seen. And so
it's like any first season, right? Yeah, we want to get to know who you are as a person, right? So it is nice to kind of see, although there's some cast members that did not return this season. It's nice to see that there are some familiar faces, and that we can kind of now see you guys really at like what you can really do. Right. Although that's all you were doing last season. but it's nice to see others, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, this is something that got me, which I was like, okay, because originally I'm like, I found Bryson to be hilarious. Last season, Apollo he legit was like, I'm like, Apollo cracks me the fuck up. It's just until the oof. But when I read this the other day, I was like, okay, Jamie isn't here to play either, children. So I'm going to read you what's stated here. It says, Jamie believes he is the blueprint of what his fellow cast members aspire to be, and that bar doesn't get any higher than him. Period. Blueprint. Aspire. doesn't get any higher. Like, girl, where's the other dagger? You made sure you chose your words carefully, honey. Carefully. She was selective, y'all. She said it doesn't get any higher than me.
It was calculated. I think it was calculated. It was very calculated.
Yeah. That I was like, okay, I'm here with Jamie. I was like, I'm excited to see. And then on top of that, seeing these trailers of the second season, and actually because, you know, when I read that you were the Candy of your show, I'm like, okay, I can see that. And, you know, everyone loves Candy, but it's kind of like, you know, Candy just doesn't give a fuck. But if you cross her, and this is what we see this season with you, you don't cross Jamie. You don't cross her. You do not. And that's going into, you know, there was kind of like I'm assuming it was just a promo that was released back in August on Real Life Reality's Instagram page, just that you guys were renewed for a second season. Yeah. And all I saw was you during that clip. I mean, it was, you know, you're like, all that stood out was the victim with Ro and
all last season. Yeah, it was a lot.
And yes, you guys, he was banging that table. Like if there was a drink in front of him, it would have fell. Like that's, and you like, it echoed in my head with the bang. I was like, ooh. So were your hands okay?
I have big hands. It's okay.
Oop, you know what they say. Oh. He wears big gloves, y'all. But then that's going to the official first teaser. There wasn't much. I didn't see much of you on the first teaser, but that's because they saved your ass for the second teaser. But the first teaser, we did see that you were trying to get some tea from Bryson, and I'm assuming there may have been an argument with Bryson and Ro. And you were just trying to get that tea, and we saw a clip of it, and then you guys were just all like that. Do you care to elaborate a little bit about that scene?
So Bryson is one of the friends that I brought on the show. And so we've known each other since I moved here. I think he moved here. I think I moved here after him. And he's also from Jersey. Well, he's from Jersey, but you know, it's a train ride away or whatever. And so got down here, met each other, connected instantly, and been friends for years. And so there was a conversation that was had, and I was privy to some information, and Bryson was privy to some information, and we were just comparing and contrasting as friends do. And that kind of speaks to a lot of what you might or may not have seen in the second teaser.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much.
Yes, you don't want to give much away. That is going into the second teaser. It looked like Ro was about to throw a shoe at someone. I don't know if it was, I couldn't tell who he was trying to throw the shoe at, but it literally just went into your hand and you just were like, what? Okay.
Are we gonna do this? Okay, let's do it.
Like, what do I do with this? Like, but yeah, was he trying to throw the shoe at you, or like who is he trying to throw the shoe at?
No, for that one, no.
Okay.
Ro and I had since the banging on the table. Ro and I were in an altercation, a verbal altercation. In the previous trailer with the all last season. But at that point we had gotten better at like we, you know, shit had surfaced and we got over it. He was throwing it or attempting to throwing it at another cast member.
Okay. So we'll get to see, we can't wait to see who he was going to try to throw that at. Yes. Yeah. So it wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me at that time. I was just trying to be the mediator. I'm like, okay, yes. just don't hit me though. Don't hit me. I know you're going after. Just don't hit me because you're gonna get the other side again. But yeah. So yeah.
Okay. And then there was also the latter part of the second teaser. I believe it was you Darion and Bryson.
Yeah.
What was that? What was the occasion? Because I saw lace, I saw ass, I saw eggplant, I saw all of that. So, but from the teaser, all I could see from you was mainly the chest up. But I saw you in lace. So what was the occasion? Was it like a slumber party? Was it a kiki? Like what was going on there?
So Darion, who's my other friend that I brought on the show, he put together, he's very sex positive. He's very like, hey, let's like talk about
He looks like he's packing.
He's very sex positive.
Y'all, I saw that shit was stuffed full of meat.
That's like a girlfriend. I'm not gonna talk about it like that. But yeah, he put together I don't remember the thing, but it was surrounding like lingerie. And he wanted to have like essentially a lingerie party. And so the girls, got up in their best lingerie and we came together and we had a kiki. And so
was it the whole cast or was it just you three?
It was the whole cast.
Oh, so we get to see the entire cast. To see in the teaser, we only saw just you three.
Yeah, that's because everybody else was late.
Oh, which Bryson touched on that on the interview I did with her.
I know. I have my times when I'm late too, but they were like,
so you're not late to the party like Candy is with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she's 4 or 5 hours late getting Chick-fil-A, and then picked up.
There was one instance that I was purposely late because, I was purposely late because things had transpired. I wasn't really, I wasn't here for it.
Well, I'm usually late. Well, my friends say that I'm always late. But here's the thing. Let's just say the party starts at 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I probably won't like actually start getting ready until like 6 o'clock. And then I live 30 minutes away. So by the time I leave my house, it is 7 o'clock. And then, my luck, there's always traffic. So everyone says DJ is like always fashionably late, but I'm like, because I'm that bitch, so I can't.
And so I'm not as late, but I'm usually more on the on-time side, unless there is like we fell out, and then I'm like, I don't really want to go. It starts at 9. Okay, I'll get ready at 9:30.
Okay, yeah, and then part of towards the latter part of the second teaser, while you guys were in your lingerie, Darion trips. Looks like she rolled them ankles 17 times. I literally, I felt the pain. And you guys just laughed and watched her just slowly just tumble to the ground. There was no help. There was no arm.
Yeah, Darion has
Girl, if that was me, I would have been taking all you bitches down with me. All of you with me. You
like before that, like we had been all of us had been drinking, and I think everybody had like that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. And so it was like, oh girl, if we gonna do it, let's do it. And then so we all had our share of cocktails. Mind you, Darion is in like 7-8 inch heels.
Ooh.
He's usually used to like walking in like 5 or 6. With 7 and 8, and you're already tall. And then it was just a lot of shit. And then I think somebody had knocked on the door and he went to go answer it. And he was like, oh shit, wait. I was corner and I usually do with my cocktail cackling, okay?
You guys, legit, I was legit hollering when I saw like that clip. If you haven't checked it out yet, again, it's on reallife.reality on IG. So definitely make sure you check out both of the teasers. Again, it's the second season of Real Life and Philanthropy. is set to premiere on YouTube on December 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And, you know, all the bad bitches live on the East Coast, so that's all that matters.
Period.
But yes, and that's on period. But yeah, is there anything else you would like to say that would like to be added to the interview, Jamie?
Yeah, so we kind of what I was talking about earlier in the interview. Currently, we have a LGBT youth event summit that's happening actually in a few weeks, November 28th, I believe. And we are just inviting everybody to come out and enjoy that event. It's going to be food. It's going to be a lot of fun. Myself and Malik, we're going to be facilitating for the first time in like 6 or 7 years together. And so it's going to be really, 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 really dope. So if you're in the Atlanta area, please come out.
Where can I get more information about it?
Yeah, it's all of this information is on our IG. There's a link as well on our IG. You can follow myself at _J Allen official _ on IG, and information is there as well. Yeah, come out. Like I said, all that information is on both of those handles, both of those platforms, and we will see you on the 28th. It's going to be a ton.
That should be a lot of fun. Yeah, well, I just want to thank you again so much for spending your time with little old me and trying to get this tea about this upcoming season of Real Life and Philanthropy. Again, the premiere of the second season will be on December 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to Real Life Reality on YouTube, definitely head over to their YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. They did just, I think, celebrated 2,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for them. So congratulations. And of course, if you're not a part of the Teabag Nation yet, how could you? But make sure you head over with T with D over on YouTube as well. Hit that subscribe button, as well as my IG account at T with D 2020. Of course, with Jamie, his Instagram is _J Allen official _. And as always, Teabag Nation, remember, this is the important part. Tea time. It's me time. Bye, host.